Okay, so has the February real estate market actually sold out? Well, we're going to learn a little bit about that in our inventory issue as we start heading into things. Make sure you subscribe. Now, I know today's an absolutely beautiful day out there. I mean, it is stunning. But hey, give me 15 minutes. Pay attention to what we're talking about because it is going to impact you, your home purchase, and everything that's going on. This is a real-time market update and will continue to be every single week for you guys. Best part is no strings attached. So make sure you subscribe and share the link. Ask your questions. Post your questions for us so that we can go ahead and answer them. We typically will get back to you within about 30 minutes. So with that being said, is the February real estate market sold out? Well, let's give a little perspective. So today, well, technically yesterday evening, we had a whopping 3,248 total homes within the Northwest MLS. Now, again, that doesn't include condos. It's just single-family homes, the bulk of what people are looking for. We do the condos on a different report. So when we talk about 3,200 homes, you might say, okay, what does that mean? All right, so if you go all the way up to the Canadian border, up by Bellingham, swing that bad boy all the way around to the coast, the Washington coast, over by, what is that, Aberdeen and Long Island, all those places over there, and parts of eastern Washington, and then, of course, parts of the Olympic Peninsula. That's a pretty broad area, 3,200 homes. Now, to give you perspective, this time of year, we should have 10,000 to 12,000 and as high as 16,000 homes available in our inventory. We have 3,200 homes. And if it weren't for the last 7 days, this is our 7-day running average, this number right there actually popped up because it's only been in the 550s, 545s, hit as low as 490. As we roll through the week, Friday's a big list date, our numbers bumped up. Now, with that, we also took off market 1,341 and 704 homes actually closed. Remember, closed, that's the rear view mirror. We're always looking backwards. That was 30 days ago. Pended though, that's real time. So you can see we are still drawing down our inventory. 3,000 homes, that's peanuts. That's peanuts. And the answer is yeah. February is getting pretty much to the point where it's sold out. And I stole that from Lennox Scott, from John L. Scott, President, CEO, great guy. Lennox, sorry about that. I stole your quote, but I thought it was fabulous. And, as we were chatting and whatnot collectively, as a lot of us designated brokers and whatnot, as we were talking about the market trends, what we're seeing and whatnot, there's just some craziness that is happening. And people need to, for you buyers out there, make sure you're making a good business decision, not an emotional one, all right? Now, our actives year over year are down 1.9%. It's just a couple of hundred homes. New on market is still down year over year by 4%. Again, it's about 500 homes. 7%, as you note, these two always follow each other, and that's pretty much the same number. Here we're down 17.7 on the number of solds. Well, no kidding. If we don't have the inventory to sell, it's really hard to sell. But here's what's really interesting. Look at these two numbers, right? So new on market month over month, right? So month over month, we're up 148.1% on new homes on market. Now you might be saying, wow, that's crazy. Nah, it's 1,000 homes. That's it. That's a pretty small number for the vast area, okay? But again, dependent follow it. Absolutely, boom, we had twice as many sales. Okay, believe it or not, that's less just shy of 1,000 homes. And here's the thing. We have such a limited inventory that sometimes these numbers look massive, right? When you say, oh my gosh, inventory is up, homes available month over month is up 21.5. That's a big number. That's almost 25%. Nah, it's just a couple hundred homes. It's nothing because we're dealing with such tiny amounts. Now, if we were dealing with 10,000, 12,000, as high as 16,000 homes, sure, that would be a little bit more significant. But 500 homes? No. 500 homes coming on market is a big deal because there's a lot of folks out there that are finally saying, all right, new homes. And today, guarantee you, it is just mayhem and bedlam out at open houses. So make sure you're being safe out there. All right. So the question that came up a couple of videos ago, I said, hey, is there going to be a bubble? And then, of course, I made kind of a joke about it, saying, well, is there going to be tiny bubbles? And here's the thing, and there's a lot of folks that are now mirroring very much what we're saying, and that is, listen, you have to have inventory to have a bubble, okay? We don't have inventory. Now, if we had 10, 15, 16,000 homes, okay, I would say, all right, maybe interest rates have been hedging upwards, right? As we see here, they keep inching up and inching up. Loan officers are getting more shy and shyer about giving you quotes because the interest rates are going up. But understand, in order to have a bubble, we have to have inventory. We don't have inventory. Okay, when we only have 1,077 coming on, we have 1,341 going off. I hate to break this to you, you're just not pouring that water into the bucket fast enough. Okay, and it is becoming it's actually becoming almost an acidic type of situation where we just keep eating away at everything that we're doing. And it's sad to see sometimes because so many people miss out on just amazing homes, and they're frustrated, and it gets a little emotional sometimes. And you need to make sure that you are putting your best foot forward, which is part 2 of this message, and that is, listen, rates are going up. Rates have been going up, no different than as predicted, right? 3.875, I've seen some rates that are actually, yes, 4.125. We've already hit the 4s. Okay? Non-owner occupied at 4.5. I have seen non-owner occupied financing at 5% now. Okay? Rates continue to edge up. And guess what? They will. They're going to bobble up and down here. But as we see some volatility, as we start seeing other metrics change, internationally, nationally, and whatnot, our rates, including what the Feds are doing, and remember, you got to watch the Feds, watch your 10-year Treasury. Now, some of you might be saying, well, I don't want to do that. Call your loan officer. Text them. Put them on an auto text every day. Hey, what's my rate today? Because here's the thing. Last week, you may have been approved for $1.5 million. This week, you might be only approved for $1.45 million, okay? Or if you were approved last week for $1 million or $500,000, this week you may only be approved for $475,000. Rates have a huge deal on what people qualify for, what you can do. Sure, if you have additional cash to work with, you can offset that. And there's a lot of ways to get rates down. There's options available. Just talk to your agent about it, and if they don't, ask us. We'll answer the question, or I'll toss you over to Dan or Juliana or Saul, whomever. We have 3 lenders that share the same professional and ethical standards that we do, and they will provide you non-obligating information to help you make a really good business decision. All right. Now, remember, March 19th. March 19 is when Fannie and Freddie are adding, or what we call the overlay, on top of second homes. And that is going to be rather spendy. It's my understanding it is going up 1%. It's a big deal. Why? Because there's a lot of volatility with second homes. They're not dumb. They know that people are going out and doing these Airbnb, VRBOs. They're staying in at the mandatory 1 week and then renting it out the rest of the time. They understand that, but that's also a major risk. And you might say, well, why? Well, if you have to make a choice of which mortgage payment you're going to make, and you can only make one, you're going to make the one where your head is under, the roof that covers your head right now. The other one, you'll just say goodbye to. Historically, it's always been like that. Whether it was 2002, 2005, 2008, doesn't matter. That is a pattern. That's what people do. So to offset that and to make sure that people are, have skin in the game, they're changing the rules. Just understand, March 19th. So if you're looking at doing a second home or something like that, Ricky Tick, get on that, all right? Now, for those of you that are asking, Are we going to start seeing more inventory? Yes, we already are. We're going to start seeing, and in fact, right now is that bigger push. We should start seeing, well, this number should be getting up into the 15, 16, 1700s. This one will start, pushing into the 2000s again, high 1800s, 2000, and that's going to carry all the way through to about mid-May. Mid-May, students start getting out of school, people start planning vacations. It is our normal cycle slowdown. So there is your timeline. If you're a seller, avoid mid-May. Now till about really the end of April is your best market time for your spring market. Then we slow down until after July 4th. We pick back up again and then slow back down again at the end of, towards the end of August as, well, last minute vacations, last summer stuff, and kids getting back in school. Normal cycles. Plan for it. Understand them. That way you can make the best business decision for you and your family. All right, so if you have any questions, hey, reach out to us. We do answer them in 30 minutes. Remember to subscribe. Tell us what questions you have. Tell us if you like what you hear. And in the meantime, absolutely enjoy this beautiful day, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Take care.